love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop. Just give it up. Don't stop. I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop. Just give it up. Don't stop.
How's it going, everybody? I did a little surprise stream. Looks like Bitcoin's about to do something. I don't know. Being a little bit more active today because I got the time to do it. Got a nice little comeback here on altcoins. Let's see what's going on over here in the market. Altcoin's getting a nice little bounce out of there. Technically, that is a breakout. Might have a nice little reversal pattern here on a trend line. That looks good short term, and I'm looking for altcoins could be coming up to about $720 billion. Maybe this weekend. That would be awesome. I don't know. We're heading into the weekend. We haven't had the retail traders here to drive price up. They've just kind of parked us there, and we've been flip-flopping on the weekends. Bitcoin dominance is pausing right here and getting a little red here on the daily. Now that can go good for altcoins, giving us a little boost up. Hell, maybe I need to be looking at altcoins. I was actually looking at Bitcoin. I'm looking at the possibility of taking a short. I know. And I'm trying to determine because I'm seeing something. I'm breaking a trend line, man, and this is for my trading. My trading style. If she breaks this line right here, I get out. So, or any longs that I'm in. I am in some longs, and I was tracking this. And here I'm trying to figure out if I'm going long or going short here. I'm still in longs at the moment, but there's some signs here saying a little bit of downside should be on the way. It is Friday night, and I wouldn't put it past it. 2 hours looking a little telltale that things are going to slow down for Bitcoin. MACD's kind of saying that. Some other signs are saying that here. So, you know, I'm not expecting Bitcoin just to tank, but this weekend, you know, we might come down and visit these other areas that, you know, we just tested. 65.5 is a good retest area. That's kind of like the middle line. This is a strong area that I've been looking for it to hold. I'm kind of looking for Bitcoin to kind of drop back down here this weekend. And if she's going to do that, if I can get the signs to do that, I will do a short. And I am getting those signs. We're losing the 9 moving average here. And ultimately, I would be following this trend line to engage in a short. On the 1 hour, I just got a candle confirmation below that line, right? So let me check this out, smaller time frames, and see if I'm wanting to take the risk on that short or not. Mr. Bible says, let's hope Bitcoin isn't about to pull an Amber Heard. Razed says, let's have a good pumping week. I'm all for that, but the probabilities of that happening, a little iffy. I don't know. There is some good news out in crypto, and maybe that'll spur some retail traders to come in. Congress has been a little bit more proactive, so the news of that stuff's out today. Miss that Massachusetts broad, Warren. Yeah, she got her hopes and dreams got shot down today of letting the banks take over everything. Little light coming out that if she had stepped down in the presidential race, that Biden would turn over banking and all whatever those sectors to her. So that makes more sense now. So why he's giving in to whatever she wants to do so easy. All right, so 2 hours, the one that was kind of bearish here. Let's see, there is some bearish divergence there. I am actually, I know, crazy. What is your reasoning, sir? Can you explain why you want to go bearish in such a bullish market? Well, that's totally legit. So we're establishing possibly a little range right there. We've got a breakout of this trend line, right? Here's my thought patterns. We've also got another little bit bigger trend line over here, and I did this on the other time, different time frame. But basically, we're coming to a resistance area here on the daily. So I'm not looking for us to get much past 68,000. We might still be going up. Daily looks kind of interesting here. Actually looks kind of strong. Above the 50. So here's how my choices is made. This all looks good. This is a little concerning. This I like. That's a nice solid trend line to see if it breaks. Okay, so maybe not be jumping into anything live, but I'm getting ready for it. Just want to make sure it's got confluence on the bigger ideas. So far, man, this actually looks bullish. All right, so the deal is if I can get a bounce off of this, I'm going hard to the upside. I'm going hard long. If I break this trend line, well, I'm going short. And it's pretty much that simple. So I'm on the 4 hour, normally where I'm looking for a swing trade. I'm following the swing that we got here. And that's what I'm looking at. So it's going to take a little time to play out. There's some signs. There's a nice sign here on the 4 hour. The 50 is getting ready to cross the 200. And that might be the bounce we need. If we get that, I want that one too, because my strategy is to buy on the bottom of trend lines or to exit on the trend lines. And we're right at the place where I got to take some action if I want to either add to my current trades or cut them and go short. And that's what I was trying to figure out here. And it's telling me right now to be patient, but overall it's kind of bullish. All right, 1 hour down to the 6 minute.
Juicy. You look embarrassing and shouldn't be.
Here we go. Here we go. So I'm going to look for some triggers, but it looks like we're actually getting ready to actually attempt a breakout here. Now, the conservative person would look at this and say, why are you taking a breakout trade? Well, that's what we got at the moment. Possibly. The only thing about it is take a breakout trade. Usually people that start out, that's what they start you out as, is a breakout trader. You buy the breakout. So you're waiting for confirmations to come outside this line, ideally on the time frame that you charted it on with the idea. This is a short stream, so we're going to do a short-term thing. And I'm going to go by the 6 minute and let this be my trade setup. Well, that means I can come down to the 1 minute and just get all the juicy information about what's going on. 1 minute is not yet bullish whatsoever, but we're trying. Maybe I retested this trend line area, but it's not so solid here on the 1 minute. Kind of lost some ground there. A little iffy. And this is the biggest part about trading. You freaking wait and it gets boring as all get out. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start looking at some altcoin possibilities too, not just sit here and wait on Bitcoin. But what I can do is on these smaller time frames right here, what I'd like to see to kind of get me in the mood for it. First of all, let's see you get a higher high. So I'm going to put a little trend line there, and then I'm going to set an alert, and it will let me know when price gets above that. And we can carry on and look at some other stuff because there might be some more opportunities out there. It's just time for me to do something. I've got a couple of accounts I need to start trading on. Crossing horizontal one side, that looks good. We'll create an alert, set it, and oh hell. Is it happening? Is it? She got awful bullish right there. Another thing I'd like to do is draw a trend line there. That lets me know if it breaks this one, well, it's gonna more likely keep on coming down. Let's see what she does over the next few minutes here. So I've got this account that I've not played with in a while. This was the Big Unix account that I'm trying to do a challenge on. Initially get $100 to $1,000. We did that, got beyond it, and then we had a big drop, and I got stupid, and stupid is as stupid does, and stupid lost a lot of money on futures, but luckily, stupid wasn't totally stupid, and stupid had a lot over on spot. So we're good. As soon as I can get it loaded up, you're not going to cooperate with me. Are you for real? Here we go. So $62 over in the yeah, she was up like this much, and now she's not. Again, you guess what happened? Yeah, Road Dogg had a bad day. Road Dogg did something stupid or forgot to set stops or something, and Road Dogg got freaking had. And actually, it was a lot worse than this. So let's see if we can turn this $62 back into several hundred. Yay! Let's get this one active. Oh, you're already active. Well, how nice. All right. Well, I've got an entry at 65.9, so that's a good starter. I'm up to a good start. I'm 26% in profit for a small trade. I got more money, and now I can nurse this sucker. All right. So we're already in a swing. We just let the swing rules play then, baby. Let's come down to a good time frame. We'll nurture this little guy. Oh, bless your little heart. I've already forgot. I already had some stuff going on over on this one. That was quite all right. So if I'm a swing trader, I got to identify the trend and the swing. What's all this? I got sell signals and stuff. How do I get that off? It's annoying me. Now, ideally, when I take I'm a channel guy. I'm always looking for the channels first. That tells me where we can go up to. Come on now. So yeah, close to 70, kind of like what we got on the other ones there. All right, so identify our swing that we're in? Where's our line in the sand? When am I going? How do I know to get out of this trade? How do I know when enough is enough? When the swing is over. When it crosses this line. You can't put alerts on this. Too bad. And I am on a 1 hour, and that's a good little shorter term swing trade chart. And so far, so good. We keep bouncing, keep going up. We're good. So 69.910 looks like a profit taking area. I can put a stop loss in, but honestly, if I am really swing trading, this is what I'm doing. I know a lot of times you see me get fib levels and I'll get trades out and trade setups and this and whatnot and have targets and all that. But actually what I do is I follow the trend, and this is my exit. This is my core strategy when it comes to swing trading. And this is what works for me and does awesome, is relying on this line to tell me when I need to get out. By doing that, that lets me capitalize on whenever I get in, say down here, and it's not always selling the tops. Although when you get deviations from this line like that, you got other things that you can turn to and look at. It's when you get deviations from your main line, take some profits. How do you know when to take profit? Draw another trend line. When it breaks, pay yourself a little bit. Follow the trend line. When it breaks, pay yourself a little bit. And those are just some ideas to throw out that way. And that way, if it comes back to the trend line, well, that's where we buy, is along the trend line. And if it breaks the trend line, well, then it's over when we get out. And it's pretty much simple rules. Those simple rules is what I do. And that's what's going to take this small account back up to a bigger account. And I want to document that live and just go over how I'm doing it. But it takes time, it takes patience, and we're just watching this little guy. And I'm looking for it to come down to maybe about 66.5, lose a couple $100, and I'm going to look at maybe the possibility of adding into this trade, or when she breaks this trend line, a break of this trend line, especially a retest of that, it's when I take a little bit of a bigger nibble. So I'm looking for that situation, or a bounce off of this area, coming down just a little bit, throw maybe just a little bit more in there. Stop losses, they should be active and set, right? We're set, right? Sometimes I find I have to check over here. This is not. See, this is how you screw yourself over. So, and every time I found that on BitUnix, if I adjust the price or add something, I always got to go back and check my stop losses. So just get a habit to get into. My liquidation price is 63,335. I'm at 23x leverage for this. I'm kind of up there a little bit. And mark price, or last price, is 66. All right. If we drop to 66,448, yeah, that's below my swingy swing. But I still get stopped out in profit for that. So we're all set and ready to go here. Just looking for a place to add. Stop losses underneath the candle and underneath the trend line. Could it stop me out? She could, but she'd be breaking that trend line. And actually the cool thing about BitUnix is that if I do need to adjust this, that I can as soon as I can quit drawing lines on here. And actually, I would feel a little bit more comfortable just bringing her down just a hair, maybe below these candle tops over here. Yeah, but she's not broken this trend line at all. I've got it to the extreme, so any break below there is not a good news, but I give just a little bit more wiggle room so she can't just pull a fast one, because every once in a while they will wick through your line just so they can get you, or that's the effect of it anyway. So still in profit. If I get stopped out, we're good. We can't lose this trade.
I'm gonna make me some money, baby.
All right, you're set up. Now there might be some altcoin potential over here. Where were we, on BitUnix? What's moving over here? Lido's moving. Oh, whoa, what's jumping? What's jumping? They're moving fast, man. They're moving fast. Altcoins are getting a nice little turnaround here. This is what we got to choose from over here. Ondo's been getting a nice. It's too high for me to jump in on that one. It was around 80 cents. It's 95 now. So the ones moving here and the double digits especially are kind of hot. 0x at 57 cents. That one was $1 not long ago. What's going? That's buying a top. It could happen, but gosh darn it, she's risky because it could just as easily come back down. Nope, not looking for that one. That one's already played. Let's find us a good one. See if we can make some money. BNB's been on my radar. Now she's a little bit more of a slower mover, but I think BNB's getting ready to do something. So we got a symmetrical triangle. Those suck. All right, moving on. Yeah, I don't play with them because they don't know what they're doing yet. Good old Dogecoin. Symmetrical triangle. Pass. Pass. How about Litecoin? What? You're laughing at me? Maybe. It's got that going for it. Could get a retest. Could put you on the back burner still. A little symmetrically. Can't tell I don't like symmetrical triangles because for me they're the worst patterns ever. Trade, they never do what they're supposed to do. ICP is looking kind of interesting. She's getting a little upside, nice rounded bottom there. What we got? This might be something. I think we got something here on the 4 hour, mister. Let's go to TradingView and check this little baby out. Oh, what you doing? Am I going short? Am I going short on Bitcoin? Am I? Because that's what I thought I was going to end up doing. Remember, 2 hours look bearish. Am I going short? Am I? Am I? Or am I just buying you cheaper? What about doing Bitcoin? Okay, looks like I'm just looking for a cheaper price right now, not necessarily going short. We're good. Check out ICP. Should I trade ICP right now? Should I? She's on 2 hour above that. That looks like juicy. This stuff still needs to flip over this 200 moving average for us to really get a good move. So we probably got a cheaper price to buy ICP if we're going to be real about it. She is on the 4 hour where I like to kind of look for my trade setups. And this is what we had. Nice breakout retest of this area. I could tighten up that trend line. Would spell it out a little bit better. Still don't nail it. A little resistance here at this area. She could, 1250 looks like a good place for you, baby. Money flow starting to come in the red, or ends of the starting to flow upward. That's good. That's the big sign we want. Daily's starting to look good. Yes, I'm liking this. I'm liking this one. I'm liking what I'm seeing here for ICP. Most notably, she has respected this overall trend line. She's respected the secondary trend line. I'm going to lighten that one up. That's actually the one she bounced off of, to be honest with you. Which can also mean if she's respecting that so well, we may be doing the channel idea. So we'll take this little guy up here. Let's give us a little place to look for a stop. It's like a possibility to come up around $15. Doesn't look like 986 is going to come in. Doesn't look like this area is going to come in. Oh, that looks good. I like it. Taking into account the bigger move here, same stuff, same situation. We're still good. Daily says ICP looks like a good one. Let's come down to the 15-minute. Now, what are you doing? What are you doing, ICP? What are you doing? You trying to go crazy now? All right, let's watch. Ooh, look at that. All right, so pattern-wise, this is what they call the ascending triangle, or can be, or they're probably still trying to actually do it. You wouldn't be true about it. Kind of still in those areas. They're tricky. I don't really like them. A lot of time you find out that they just make a rising channel, and eventually that breaks to the downside because, well, that's what rising channels typically do. Nice rounding going on here. See if we can get a little fib magic going on here. What says ya? Yeah. So she might get rejected up here at 1331. All right, there's some pretty cool areas to look for, though. She is trying her darndest to change trends on us and go parabolic. I encourage that behavior, ICP. Oh, man. Yes, I'm law. And she breaks this trend line, which looks like she's wanting to try to do. So by my rules, this is buying tops. If I were to jump in on this, even to front run this, I'm buying a top. The riskiest place to jump in right up here. But I do have a strategy for that, and what I do in situations like that, and especially when my degen starts getting to it, so I want to get in now on the front run end. I don't want to wait for the breakout and the confirmation, because sometimes that voice wins over. If it ever does win over, well, you have to compromise with it, like I'm compromising with mine right now, saying, well, okay, I tell you what, let's layer this idea in. We know that if we get rejected here, we're likely to come back to the bottom of the trend line around 1230. What if we were to come up with a plan? Just be thinking. I can't draw anymore. Where we just kind of pyramid in through here. Bigger orders. You know, I could go, if I had $100, I could go 5 here, 10 here, 15, 20, 25, and another 25, and that would take up my whole $100 right here on the spectrum, and I like to do that. What do you say? Can we put $5 in there? Get a little nibble? And that way, if she does, because this is my degen talking, and my degen is really liking these curves, because my degen likes curves. Loves curves. If we do break up to this, get that nice little retest, if one at all, and do start making a stronger move in the upside, well, then I can take some of this money I was going to put in down here and put in up here. And me front running, and this is what my degen is saying. But if you front run it, you can get a lower entry. That'll help you out, Mr. Road Dog. It's stupid, but you know, sometimes you just got to give in to that little degen and let him shut up. I'd let him have $5. I can let him have $5. That's all. That's it. That's it, Mr. Degen. I'll get like. Some people totally don't agree with this, but it keeps me from doing stupid stuff. So I'm cool. Let's go get $5 worth of it. ICP. I'm not doing 20x leverage. I'm not doing cross because that's just stupid. So let's get that straight right now. We don't want cross. We want isolated. Confirm. I don't want 20x because that's just stupidity. Best we're hoping for is about our 5 is kind of risque. Could probably do 7, but 5 is plenty. $5. I want $5 worth, please. Actually, gosh darn it. How much I got? I don't have that. I don't have $100. I guess I'm cutting that in half. I'm going 250. We'll see how it does. I get 1 ICP. Yay! Lucky there. We got us an entry. So now I'm banking on Bitcoin and now with ICP. So small, I know, but it's a small money. Let's check in on CoinEx and check in with the chat and see what you guys want to do. CoinEx is still hanging out here. I've got, do I need to add? That's what I need to find out over here. Manage this guy real quick. Where you at? Manager. Let's manage you. Do we need to manage you just yet? We're good. You're still coming down on the 1 hour. Not going bullish. Yeah. Okay. So we just maintain, baby. We're kind of cool. I've already de-risked a little bit. Took a little bit of profit on this little guy, but all right. And then if she comes down lower, I'm gonna build my position. I had like 2,600 contracts. Now I got 1,300 contracts. So technically, I think they're $1 a contract. And I'm on 20x leverage. Same principle applies here is this trend line. When it's broke, I'm selling. Why are you not drawing a trend line? It's that simple. So stop loss for me, I can go ahead and set it 66,406. And I got 66,648. I'm good with that too. All right. Let's see what you guys are up to. Wow, you guys are chatty Cathy's. That's cool. Mr. Miles says, I think Caspa's about 75% on Rust right now, maybe 80%. Oh, that's cool. I want to see how that should really make a difference on him. I do like Caspa. Mr. Miles, is Road Dog going to a rodeo after the stream? We missing Nashville tonight. Can you look at Rune? Yeah, sure can. And that's actually, let's look at it over here. Oh, what did you do, man? Why are you always doing? Why are you pressing buttons, Road Dog? Leave the buttons wrong, you boomer. Oh, look, you see the bounce upside on this. 19. Buy more, buy more. Shut up. Buy more. Shut up.
Jump in, put it all in, Road Dog.
Shut up. Oh, Degen, you guys always yelling in your ear. You're looking at Rune, man. Rune's been looking kind of hot. Runeo. Oh, 682. I was playing Rune a lot over here. That's nice. Possible. Well, that could be that. Ooh. Do tell. So if you're looking at this as an inverted head and shoulder, it's slanted. That's not the greatest ones to be in. That's typically bearish, but she confirmed it. So, and she's got a possibility of retesting the breakout of the neckline. And if she starts going up from here, that's a train ride worth riding, baby. Because you seriously, you're doing this right under support resistance. I'll kill two birds with one stone. When she gets past that, she could, yeah, $8.70. All these areas over here to the left. Personally, I like the fibs. They usually correspond with these areas, but I don't know. It's just an easier way, and I found them very, very freaking effective. Nails it, every one of them. In retrospect, it did not know on its journey down. Actually, I think there's a mathematical way that it does, or else this wouldn't work out so well. But when it finally figures out where it's going to be a bottom, we pulled that and we looked retrospectively behind, every one of these fib levels was respected, and even continues to be. Now that's magical, mathematically magical. I don't know, whatever. That's freaking impressive. And now each one of those areas is going to be a nice little target area for us to bounce off of, or take profit at, or add to a position to use as support and resistance until we get up probably about midway, and then things may change a little bit as far as what it decides to do up or down wise. So Rune looks kind of cool to me, and here on the 4 hour, she's definitely, wait a minute, that's I thought she's, oh, she is. That's a bounce in my book on a 15-minute time frame. Now this is technically, I'm on a 551. It's 15-minute. Same thing. She breaks this trend line. She's probably coming back down here to retest 730 or 674, and that's could be it's typically bearish when you got a rising trend line like that. Usually do break to the downside like it did here. Just don't expect it to come down way far because it's respected this trend line. May come back and retest that, so that's kind of cool. Those are some areas to look at getting in. So basically, oh, and she's above the 236. That's kind of cool. That means we're done accumulating down here. I mean, just for the short move. Boom. I have to get 6. I only have 5. I'm going to do the minimal order that I can do in Rune. Jump her in. She's close to my trend line. If she breaks down this trend line, I already know that I'm going to look down here, and I may just jump out of the trade if that does it. But me buying here while she's at the bottom of the trend line, I got the least risk to reward. I mean, I got the best risk to reward right there. That's why I'm doing it. I mean, other people's like, oh, other people might be looking at this top over here that we're, you know, making a higher high. If you're discounting this wick that's starting to get our upside on. But if I jump in closest to this trend line, and I'm looking for these areas up here, let's just say just $7. Man, my risk to reward ratio, I put it underneath that trend line under there. Look, 0.23%. It gives me 11-to-1 risk to reward ratio for as long as I, you know, am cool with putting my stop loss there. If I'm not cool, I can even lower it. That's 4.41%. You know, if it breaks this trend line and it makes a lower low than these wicks over here, this idea is gone. That's gone. If you stay in it, you're going to lose money. Whereas if you got stop loss there, you're only losing 0.41%. You got a 6.43 risk to reward ratio to that target. Oh my God. All you got to do right now is just sit on autopilot. The worst thing that you could do right now is come down to the 1 minute chart and look at it and go, oh my God, I'm going to take my profit now. Ooh, yeah, that's an 83%. That's just immature. And I'm sorry for the people being taught that way. You're leaving a lot of potential there on the table if you're a swing trader. Even if you're on a 1 minute swing trader. It's all swings, baby. It's all swings. Were I playing unless on the 1 minute, I would draw me a new trend line, and there's my line in the sand. Break that. Especially just on leverage. We should be good. So thank you for bringing up Rune. And it happened to fit in my strategy just perfect right now. And here we go, Rooney Rune. Losing profits on everything except for ICP. That one was a little wishy-washy. Rune looked good. My Degen wants to double up, but I can't let it because I only got $40 over here, man. Come on. I was thinking about putting more over, but I thought, no, I'm going to make myself earn it back. And I can't just go totally by that one. That's short term. It's above this. I can work with it. But I do also want to keep in mind with Rune, the overall trend line, which matches up really nice. A little bit more leeway. So that's another thing to look at, just in case. If I lose this trade, if it would come down here and stop me out or something. I mean, I got some other things I can look at in case I want to get back in. But right now, all I see is number go up like it should, like it said it would. And I ain't got a single indicator on here. I'm not looking at a single indicator. All we're looking at is price action, support, resistance, trend lines, dibs for the horizontals. And that's basically it. Horizontal support and trend lines. Master that. Put everything else on top of it. Indicators, other little things that you do. This is your foundation. There you go. Because a lot of people don't have this foundation. A lot of people, you see them. I mean, it's just whatever's popping up, even on these 1 minutes, and it's we're going to come up here, we're going to do this or something. They draw trend lines before there's even trend lines sometimes. And to me, this sets up for a buy. It's going to do one of these. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, of course it did because I just drew it on there. I'm not for that because it can, you know, if you're always in a bullish trend, maybe, and the 21 moving average to come back, yeah, in a bull market, that strategy works. What are you going to do in the bear market? You're just going to reverse it, flip the charts upside down. I'm curious to see how. I don't think there's a strategy there. Actually, I'm pretty much willing to bet on it from what I saw last time. And the bears just catching the bear market. This particular person just longs in the bear market, catching little short longs. And there's no way in hell that they made millions of dollars doing that. And they can't show that either. And that's fine. I don't have a problem with how they make their money. I just have a problem when they claim that they're doing it through trading and They're really funding the account through other means and things like that. That's just, it's not really transparent. That gives a bad impression to the new people that come into this market thinking, oh, he knows exactly what he's doing. Look how much money he's made. He's doing all the right, he's saying all the right things, doing all the right things. And then he's teaching you to take these freaking crazy ass risks on a 1 minute time frame. I don't know, man. If you're in a group and you're not making money, it may not just be you. That's all I'm saying. It may not just be you. They'll tell you it's you, but it may not be. Nice, Iron Rain. What else we got? I keep losing everything. I'm not here to bash groups. Groups can have their place. It's just, they just need to be upfront and transparent about, what's going on. That's all. I joined a trading group. I paid out the, well, at the time, I paid out the ass for information that I could have just went on Investopedia to find, because that's basically where they took me to find it, was just read articles after articles. Okay, I'm cool, because I needed the start and this, some idea to get a grasp around it. So I did get that. I got to start, and then I learned, I learned where to look, what authors to look for, what names were big, what ideas, what to, I didn't know what to grab first and start with when I first got into this. I didn't know. And so I needed that. And some people can get that out of a group. You can get it out of, it's everywhere. It just depends, man. Do you want to, if you're a reader, you can read it either on the website or in books, if that's your kind of learning thing. If you need somebody to show you, there's all kinds of videos. If you need groups and need somebody to kind of mentor you and hold your hand, I mean, all that stuff's available. But the way that it's presented to you a lot of times is, you just need to join our group and you're all right. This one joined my group 3 days ago and now they're up $10,000. And you get all this crap, and it's just... Anyway, I'm not here to rant on that. I'm here to make some money. Hey, there's Crispy Chicken. How's it going? Maybe some theme streams, scalping, swing setups, hidden gems, and deep dive. I'm all for that. Yeah. I love the feedback like that. I need to copy this. Copy. There's my song that I haven't done. I've been working on a parody song. I haven't got it done yet. It's Faithfully by Journey. Yeah, my voice is just not, I can't, it's not my key and it sounds rough. Am I on the right? I'm on the old one. Sorry. There we go. That was from the earlier live stream. All right, Fish Guru. Hey, welcome to stream, man. The weekly is still trapping Bitcoin and RSI heavily overbought in all lower time frames. Faked over the heart line of the rally and dipped back under. I smell a rug bull. I'm expecting Bitcoin to go down this weekend. I am. I hope I'm disappointed, but I mean, I do like the bullish news. Things are starting to turn the tide. In my overall thesis, I'm for up, and I think there could be a very big move coming shortly. And that's been my thesis. You've heard me talk about it for months now. Back when we were 40,000 in the rising triangle that we're breaking out of, and I was like, this looks like we're getting ready to do what we did in 2020. I've been saying that for the longest time, and I'm not changing my idea from that. I'm just being cautiously optimistic and observing, just looking for any signs of saying, no, we're not doing that. Otherwise, I'm saying it's time. And it's been freaking me out because I've had a trend line that we bounced into and out of. Currently we're above it, so I'm back on bullish. My thesis is holding through, as well as some others like Wyckoff. We're looking bullish overall. But there's still going to be plenty of shakeouts and, Hey, there's Joe! Fish Guru says, last two monthly candle bodies have, what we got? Had lower closes consecutively too, have closed this month over 60,000, invalidate extremely bearish momentum. I am not disagreeing. Fish Guru, good if you got a short end just over 67. I was looking at it. I came on the stream expecting to short, but I haven't got my signal yet for it. We're 66.8. So right now she's looking bullish to me. but 67.6 in this area, I may be looking at it. I'm curious. And again, it is the weekend, and trust me, they will play us on the weekend. Whether it's Bitcoin or altcoins or both, they're going to get you, oh, you are going up, retails here, or something's, why some of them are going up? And then you're going to say, well, I must buy, I better buy in, and it's going to crash on us. They're going to zigzag us. You ready for it? If they don't, Road Dog's wrong, well, and when the number just goes up, you know what? That would even make me happier. So I win both ways. I'm prepared for them to just shake us out, and then I'm ready for them if they're wanting to take us up. And right now, the 15-minute, it looks like we're starting to recover a 9-moving average, and that's a key indicator for me to recover. Once we get that, I'm bouncing off my trend line. I'm kind of thinking. So right now, I think I'm actually long, but I did come on the stream expecting to short. I thought we were breaking the trend. I was ready. I've already cleared out some of my I need to go back and probably add back to my position that I cut. I was de-risking a little bit, getting ready for what looked to be more downside on the 2 hour. It looked bearish to me. It's still bearish, at least on some of these indicators. Given some, I mean, that's not the strongest bearish signal, but you know, this one's worth looking at. MACD's kind of, I don't know. But my smaller time frames just ain't back. I'm gonna.
I just want to have some fun.
So we'll go have some fun, baby. So I need to go manage my position real quick. Especially this one. I like it when I can make Bitcoin. I like making Bitcoin instead of dollars. I don't know how to do it on here though. I'm doing it on my phone. It'll just show up on here. So are we cool? Are we cool? Am I looking all right here? Yes. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and add back what I took out before. For this position. What is my position now? I got 1,320 contracts, right? I want to add 1,000 back in. And my average entry is 66,182. We're at 66,9. Let's see how bad that screws me up. I tell you what, we're going to add. Come on now. Let's put 500 in. That put me up to what, 66.3? I got 1,820 contracts. 2,000 contracts is pretty good for me right now. Now take a nibble and then, you know, I used to just jump all in, but I'm like, why anymore? I just like to layer in now. So I did a little. I did 500 and I'll just fib out here. And was that 66.9? Just go 66.9. Just drop a little bit under there. I'll throw another 200 in there. Just in case we come back down, 66,377. I'll do another 250 contracts in there. And just for craps and giggles, I don't expect this to be hit at all, but actually I really don't. I really expect this one here. I just put an extra 100 contracts over there. And I'll save the rest. So I really didn't go 1,000, did I? I got 1,920. And if I get the rest up, and then yay! If not, then we'll just find another pullback somewhere. I got these in case they do pull back. If they don't, we'll go up and we'll come back down again close to my trend line, and I'll try to get it in next time we're close to my trend line. Or whatever trend line that we start developing. Actually, it looks like we're starting to do a little bit of this one. A little indicative of a possible parabolic move starting. Deviating from a trend line. It's the first signs I start looking for. Okay, so we got that one, and there's also one I've got on. Come on now, in dollars, $30. It's up $100. Same idea here. I'm just adding a very little bit, not much. I think this costs. Nah, you're on the right one. This is like $16 on my side to do this. So not bad. I've got, I had close to 0.1, 0.045. This should put me at 0.5. But my position margin is what, just $200. It's not too big, but I'm already up $100. So yay! I lost that. Again, get my lines in the sand drawn here. I'm putting my stop loss right here. 66,200 looks good. And I got 618. I'm already set. Let's go. All right, so my live trades are covered. We just got to see what the market's going to do. You can't rug pull BTC. It can crash or dip, but it cannot be rug. Unless Satoshi comes back with his 1 million BTC wallet and never be rugged. Hey man, what if Satoshi, what if that 1 million is some government entity? And after they convert us all over, then they say, ha, look, we got 1 million. Now we have complete control. Just the thoughts and scary thoughts in the back of my mind. Or what if it's just an empty wallet for a dead guy? I don't know. If that 1 million Bitcoin ever moves, Bitcoin will freaking crash. That's what's weird. If any one Satoshi is removed from that wallet ever, you're going to see a bunch of people, boom, sell instantly. Nobody talks about that anymore. They used to. Just Guru says, apparently you don't realize that the market makers with millions just move BTC to eat leverage traders, and momentum goes to the majority. You know, that's my view now. You used to be told, you know, and I still people saying, you know, you're selling on, if you sell, you're selling on people's heads and all that, or you're taking other people's money. It's a big Ponzi scheme. You're just buying from the witch, and the retail that comes. I mean, the retail that come in, they're going to get their money taken. This market's going to take your money. That's what it's designed to do, and that's what market makers are out there to do. They're good at it, and so yeah, I'm all for that. I don't see this as me selling on retail's heads. I see this me selling on market makers. I have no bones about selling anything and feeling bad about people just coming into mine. That's between them and the market maker. My selling is between me and that market maker. I'm selling to the market makers. There's no guilt. And whether the other person, well, the other person's got to be there, but it ain't that I went down and hunted Granny stop loss and did her dirty. I just sold where I needed to sell. Granny wants to buy there, Granny can buy there. So yeah, my thoughts have went more to the market makers. It kind of lines up more with the composite man theory and all that stuff. But market makers, man, they devious. So I agree with all that. I like Trade Travel Chill. She explains it very well. She's cool. All right, then, market maker is going to sell out from underneath the world, but thanks to being serious about precise definitions. I'm probably way behind on this conversation, aren't I? I'm way back. Sale message retracted. I knew you guys were doing TA without me. He's going to know y'all weren't paying attention. Also, a guy in a cowboy hat next to a Dexter Wiggling hot dog. We're in a broke baker. Oh. I'm next to the alien. The sausage is there for the lady. It's not the first sausage she's ever seen either. Listen to the voices of Road Dog. Go all in, sell your extra kid. Hey, those voices don't ever shut up.
Buy it now.
Mr. Miles says, if you've been grabbing the CB Learn rewards, Coinbase, I guess, and Learn rewards, you can get about $40, right? No, but I should probably tell my wife about it. She likes to do that. I lost patience with that stuff anymore. Fish Guru says it can be done, dog, but you have to be really experienced. Honestly, I forgot what we were talking about there. Not a good thing to teach traders that are new. If you don't elaborate on that, because I really want to hear that thought actually. Because I'm interested if you see something I'm saying that new people don't need to really. Because I have that critique on some other people too. So yeah, I want to be conscientious about that. So I appreciate that. It'd be constructive criticism. I'm always interested in hearing that. Mr. Miles says it looks like the chat Road Dog is put up as frozen. Oh, that was, man, I am way back. Steal the song. One Hit a Quitta. What's up, Road Dog? What's up, One Hit a Quitta? Been a minute, my man. I still got you right there. One Hit a Quitta. Bitcoin just got stop out wick. Good place to look for an entry. Says Fish Guru. Mr. Miles, question. When you do cash out, what are your thoughts on keeping a lot in USDC for the 5.5? Honestly, USDC creeps me out. And I think it's going to depend on what direction I see this regulation going, because USDC creeps me out, man. That one's more centralized, and then I see them going after Tether, which I think has earned its rights. I prefer Tether over USDC, even though I know the shift is to USDC. But ultimately, that's because there's a way for it to give them more control. So actually, I've been one. I'm honestly, I'm doing half and half. That's when I'm stuck with a situation like that. If I got to figure it out, I'm going to ponder it and work on it for weeks, or maybe even forget about it. So automatically, just to make my life easier, it seems like I'll go half and half now. Half in Tether, half in USDC. And see, I don't like the idea of USDC, and then that's all that Coinbase wants to go with, and that's all that Solana wants to go with, basically. That's in control. And Circle, Stellar, they were all, I mean, I don't know, man. There could be some strings in this, a little conspiracy thing, but I just don't want anybody to say, oh, we need to track everything that you do now. I don't want to be tracked. It's nobody's damn business. I don't need somebody coming up and trying to track every dollar bill that's in my wallet and how it's used. Every quarter that I put into a vending machine, I damn sure don't need them to check my Satoshis and start putting names, faces, addresses with wallets and what was bought, when was spent, this and that. That's none of their damn business, man. That's too much information and put you vulnerable. Somebody to just say, hey, man, look what this guy's got. Let's go take it. Let's go steal the real assets. Let's go put a, I know. We need privacy, and that's one reason I don't feel comfortable throwing my information out up here. Even my little Road Dog trading accounts and stuff. There's one that, I mean, it just doesn't need to be out. Five years from now, and the world's in some dystopian state, and people are just desperate for any funds whatsoever. Let's go back and check out who's made money in crypto. Let's go see if they still got any. I mean, I don't know. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Who knows what this world's coming to, but all I know for sure is that Bitcoin's going to hold its value over $1. So that's my take on it. And I'm scared. I'm really scared. I never thought about this until just the last week about how quickly Bitcoin could get scarce on us. And then I'm like, how the hell am I going to multiply my Bitcoin then? All them dirty suckers that are coming into the market now own it all. Unless you've been smart and stacking it over the past few years, which we all should have been doing. And when all said and done, Bitcoin is still the king coin, and that's where all the big money is going to be going. So a part of me also thinks that there's a good chance that we may be disappointed in altcoins this season, this run. It may be Bitcoin's bull run. Sam says, if I only got like $100 a week to put in the market, should I put it all in one coin or spread it out? Well, I'm going to caution you against spreading it out into too many coins, because that is one of the biggest mistakes that I habitually make. And I have to go through and weed them out. And then overall, if you get in too many projects, it's going to be hard to manage. You're going to miss the opportune times to pull it out when you need to and take the action on it. And you just sit there watching the overall portfolio value just go up and down, up and down. It's so I caution against that. And my advice has always been just to give a little bit of amount to your degen, and usually that satisfies him. Let him have his little park to play in. Let him have his little sandbox to spend do whatever he wants, but then be more sensible with the bulk of your other. So $10 to your degen to go wild and whatever, not $80 to $90 on the serious stuff. I'm going to tell you, don't forget Bitcoin, even if it's just, a certain percentage of that $100. You may not see it just come immediately, like you might see some bigger gains of altcoins, but I guarantee you a year, 2 years, 3 years on up, you're going to say, I wish I bought some more Bitcoin even at the price it's at now. So that's just part of my rules. I'm always trying to get more Bitcoin, even if it's just nibbles. But I would say a lot of people, I don't disagree with it. A lot of people say get 5, maybe 10 assets at the most. In retrospect, I mean, these are some OG sayings. And the more time that I spend in here, I start looking back at those OGs and I say, damn, I wish I listened to you earlier. Because at the time you're like, yeah, but that was then. That's a little, now we got this, and now we're like, listen, I know, I respect you, but we can do a little bit more. Come on. It's kind of like it's patterns and all this other stuff. The OGs would say, triangles, man, just triangles. And I'm like, dude, man, there's so much out there more than just triangles. Turns out when you zoom out, it's not much more than triangles and channels. For real, for real. OGs win again. It just takes me a while to come around to their thinking. OGs know some stuff, man. So I think some of your best learning could be had on going through a Bitcoin talk thread back in the day, 2013, 14, 15. Read what they're doing. They know some stuff. It was about the high leverage comment. Oh, I am using much higher leverage than I would ever recommend. And not even as high as a lot of people do, but you are correct. Thank you for saying that. And used to, no, I'm going to say, I just be out here to say it. The bulk of what I've made here in crypto has not been on leverage whatsoever. I have lost more on leverage than I've ever made on leverage, just trying to figure it out. I'm still not in the place where I would say I've even broken even when I consider how much I've pumped into leverage. So, and I'm not out here a big leverage pertainer. But now spot margin, that's different. It's leverage, but it's a much more, you can control it. Because you can control, you're actually borrowing funds based on the assets you put in there. You don't have to borrow all that money. Make a rule not to borrow more than 25% or something like that. It automatically cuts down your leverage. And then you got a leverage amount on your coin. It has to be how much you can borrow, but you're safe that way, in my personal opinion. That's how I work it. So I work that different, but perpetual futures, man, they're going to run you in the dirt. They're designed to take your money flat out. And if they don't get you through stopping you out or hunting you down and everything, they're going to get you through fees. The longer you keep those positions over and the bigger they get, the more that they're janking out. You may not realize it because your liquidation price just slowly keeps climbing up. And like, why does it keep climbing up? Because they taking money out of your account. Yeah. Same thing, spot margin. There's money coming out, but I'm making more to cover it. And that's what you always got to keep in mind. If you're doing any leverage, they're getting paid, baby. You just ain't seeing it. Why? There's no fees. I feel like it's only one person. They getting paid, baby. You just ain't seeing it. I keep wondering why I can't win so much on MexC and I can't on other exchanges. They getting paid. I just ain't seeing it. Sam says, I feel like I'm on the soapbox. What am I doing? It's about, okay. Fish Crew. Now we're back on track. Yeah. I have Fish Crew. Yeah. Shout out. I appreciate that. I do it 50x. But as a newbie, oh man. Yeah, the general rule is get to where you can do spot trading. Like, okay, my big Unix account over here, this was a challenge. The challenge was to take $100 and turn it first into $200. That's the first challenge you should do to yourself. And get an exchange, a little dinky exchange. You can use mine if you want, use the links, that helps out my channel, but you don't have to. Just the principle here. On spot, double your money. And as a general rule, I say do it 3 times. Prove that you can do that to yourself 3 times consistently. And then you know, hey, I got something that's working. Because it doesn't start out that way. First, you're going to start out losing every time. Then you're going to finally get the hang of it. And then you're going to start breaking even. And that's when you know, oh, something's starting to click. You go through that where you're just kind of breaking even and not losing anymore. And then you start gaining. And that's the learning curve. $100, even if you do paper trading, that's another way. Don't you have to put any money out? But if you have $100 in, you got some skin in the game, you're going to feel that. The paper trading, you're saying, oh, it's not. In the back of your mind, you're saying, that's not real. Because I've got a paper trading account right over here. I was doing all kinds of stupid with it. I got this thing down negative $1 million, or almost negative $1 million. I can find it. Where are you, paper trade? Oh, it's here. So, TradingView also has paper trading. You can go in and just put trades in. It pretends like it's doing it for real. They give you $100,000 to start out with, and I've got over $500,000 in equity. I'm up 220. It sounds awesome, doesn't it? Now, this thing's been in the negative more than it's been in the positive. It's only been positive. I seriously fat-fingered a Peppy trade buying the tops of it. And if I didn't sell because it's not real. It doesn't matter. And I just let it ride back up because I'm like, well, we're in the bull market. This guy should come around. If it doesn't, I look like an idiot. She came back around and I got out and profited about 144,000 by the skin of my teeth. She just got back. It was like I bought like billions and billions of Peppy by accident. It was stupid. But paper trading, good way to practice. I still say the $100 in. Anybody got any altcoins you want to take a look at, man? It's 750. My real show starts about, I try to go for 1030, but it's been 11 lately. Joe says, how do you get those aliens on screen? They are actually, they're just movies, just little clips. And if they have a solid background, we can take the background off. Most of the time, it doesn't work good on everything. And then we can just put them out here. And I use Canva, and you can find some stuff over there under elements. I don't think they got the little aliens anymore. So for instance, like this little guy. Oh, that's cool. I just take him and download him, and then I put him into my OBS thing, and it lets me do which one was it? It's not chroma key, but it's a background color or something. They take the background off. And sometimes it works good, and sometimes it sucks. And she's got some nice legs. Fish Guru says, you win at leverage using your RSI on low time frames to gauge momentum from overbought and oversold channels and get out when momentum is gone. I do it 50x. Yep, that's a good strategy. I like RSI. That chat is 50% of why I'm here. Miles says Flux. Let's do it. Man, this is tied to Caspa, and I cannot remember exactly all the details on this. I know they kind of go hand in hand together. I've got some of it. I thought I remember seeing Flux on the CADEX. Man, I haven't been over there and checked on that stuff in ages. It turns out I went really heavy on Kadena at one point. So I got a bigger bag of Kadena than I expected to have. And she needs to step up her game. So trendline, I got that. Still bullish until that breaks. Of course, I'm on the 6 minute. Let's zoom out. Can't believe that. All right, so get all these little guys out. That's the 618 fib. So I could test that area 3 times. It's above the 9 moving average. I'm big on my 5 moving average strategy because it just kind of helps me out. Reclaiming that as soon as those cross, that is awesome. Mostly we're up and to the right. Just that looks promising. Taking the Wix into the account, and we're not quite there, but it looks like she's wanting to try on the daily. Good signs. We're above the 200 moving average. Just reclaim the 200 moving average on the 4 hour. Can you keep it? You needs to keep it. So all these moving averages are really, oh, this is where they're tight. Well, the only reason that we are concerned if they get tight is if they flip. And that's when the small ones flip over the bigger ones. And when we do that, we flip the script, we're going up or we're changing trend. That's a good confirmation that we're going to flip the script. When they get tight, it don't mean crap because they could easily just get rejected off of 1 and come down. It's all about the crosses in my strategy. So I'm looking for a 9 to cross the 20. That means price has got to do that too. 21 to cross over that. Eventually the 50 to cross over the 20, and then the 100 to cross over the 20, and they do that. And then on this particular time frame, I'm hella bullish because it's going to take a lot to switch that up. And we got our first signs of a possible breakout here. I like that idea. And on this time frame, I'll just tighten up my trend lines. First signs just not quite confirmed yet. I guess some of the more conservatives would look for maybe getting in above 96 cents. The little degen in me just won't let me buy it at a higher price. I'm always trying to finagle. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. Let's be honest with you. There's a by the book way to trade, cut and dry, general guidelines, safe ways to do it. Highly recommend that you learn those so that you know. And at some point, either early or later, you're probably going to deviate from that just a little bit and something that works a little bit better for you. Earlier, you're going to be experimenting and screwing it all up, but later on, you're going to see some little tweaks that you can make to those standard procedures there or basic guidelines and make it your own. You will find your own trading voice, I say. But you can't be expected to trade just like everybody else. You can't expect to get in on everybody else. I can show you what the right way, the traditional way is to do it. Maybe show you some alternative ways, so there's some degenerate ways, show you the wrong ways. But ultimately, you got to decide how you're going to pull that trigger. The conservative move is to wait for a breakout and then a confirmation, get high above that. Jump in. Most of the degens have already jumped in. And for me, if I were tracking this and actually trying to make a play, I'm looking for these guys. I'm looking for bottoms, some trend lines and bottoms at fib areas. That's just me. So by the time we get a breakout, I'm usually already in if I'm looking for it. And if I'm not in, well, then I'm buying the breakout like everybody else and hoping for the best. Breakouts suck. Litecoin, the canary in the coal mine is flat, bro. This rally is like a graph where exit liquidity and lots of alts might die when it crashes. I'm not going to disagree with you at all. That's my warning for this weekend. And honestly, we kind of see that for the last 2 weekends. Last weekend was kind of rough. There wasn't anything coming in. We fell. I mean, that's noteworthy, really. And even with, the shift in trend is not from people saying, "Oh, I'm ready to buy crypto now." There's other factors, and it's not authentic. Other than maybe people front running trying to do something because big money is coming in. Maybe they're trying to get their fingers in it before they sell to the bigger money or whatever deals are going on. There will be some bigger money coming in, and we're going to see Bitcoin explode in price. I don't see it being today, though. Not today, on a Friday evening. Not happening. Banks be closed, y'all. Banks be closed. They still in the banks. Flux is not called Cass. It's called. Oh, hey, well, I thought I was saying Cadena. Cadena is the bag that I bought way too much of, and CADX. Yeah, I might have misspoke, but yeah, I meant to say Cadena. If I recall, Flux hosts roughly half of the Cadena nodes. Maybe that's it. I need to read back up on it. I've kind of just forgotten about Cadena, other than me playing with my bag that I've got over on CoinEx. I'll keep throwing out coins. You keep doing that, Mr. Miles. I appreciate it. Proppy. I didn't buy any more Proppy on this last little low we had. I'm on bit. This is it again. Oh, let's take a look at it against Bitcoin. How are you doing against Bitcoin overall, Proppy? Well, this one might be promising against Bitcoin. It might have something. Some spurts to outperform Bitcoin here shortly. If she gets a bounce and goes up, that would be cool. Interesting. That might be something I want to look at. What is that? About 9144 sats, and we're at 30. Ooh, that's a come up for Bitcoin. That's 140. That's, well, if you had 1 Bitcoin, you would have 1.4 Bitcoin, possibly. If you had a tenth of a Bitcoin, you'd have. I might keep that in mind. Proppy against the dollar. I'm really only interested now in coins that are performing against Bitcoin, and I will probably weed out my account and use that as a deciding factor. But right now, I just need altcoins to make a little bit of a comeback, and then I can decide what I'm going to do there. I got moon bags. I'll keep my moon bags because, well, they're free and clear. A lot of moon bags, a lot of tiny moon bags. That's the thing. I've got lots of tiny moon bags. Lots of tiny, which is not bad, I guess, but it's. What the hell were you thinking, Road Dog? You just had to collect them all. Now, what do you think? I think it's a lot of work. I feel like I got 500 kids begging for my attention, and I don't want to do it. I want to be a deadbeat. Feed yourself. There's cereal in the cupboard, dude. What's up, Proppy? Why are you breaking my trend lines, dude? What's up with you? What, you think you can just break my trend lines and get away with it? You think you're just gonna go in and out and dig around or whatever? You can go down without even letting me know about it? I mean, what you talking about, Proppy? What's up with you? You're looking kind of weird when you break my trend lines. It makes me think you're going kind of bearish. I'm not really liking it when you go bearish, Proppy. What's up, Proppy? Man, that was it. That's a, you can, but that's a stretch, dude. That's really, that's, no, dude, come on. Oh, looky here. We got all these little trend lines and they got hit, all ones of them, and nailed it, whatever. Here on the daily, man, moving averages are all spread up nice. We're getting a little kickback here. Man, I think we're coming back down, dude. Let's clear you out, take a fresh look at Proppy. What do we get, a 386 up here? That could be promising, but I don't know. You're a 0.5. You're at 386, but you're at 0.5. Yeah, I'm just going to call it a zone here. Your standard 618-786's area, I think is what we should look for there. What is this? Is at $1.21 and of course $1.81. Color him yellow so I know what I'm talking about. So that's pretty much the main trend that we're kind of losing there a little. You do it that way. That fits a little bit better, I think. She might pop back up here in these areas, maybe to where she broke out, tier 72, maybe just trend line. Chance that she comes down lower though, which would be a good place to maybe buy this guy. But the fact that she broke this, gonna be a little bit of down. So now that we've broken this trend line to the downside, what we got to do is come to the other side, put our other trend line there, and now we start watching this little guy, drawing him from the candle bodies to get mine. And then if we start seeing a breakout there, then honestly, we got wicks like this, I kind of pull them up there just to confirm. And then once we got a breakout of that, kind of say, well, probably need to be in on this one. It may happen soon. It may not happen for a while. But that is the gist of my swing trading. Now, we did our upswing, that's down. Now we're on a downswing. And when it breaks up above this, then we look and see there might be an entry there. And then we're looking for the reversal of the swing. And play the swings, swing trading, which is, I think we're getting into the swing trading season. So that's what I'm starting to do now. More of Barra against the United States. What are you doing over here? You bearish. Why are you bearish? Why are you so bearish, John? Why? I think we are determined all of our fib levels there. I don't want to erase that just yet. Oh, see, that didn't happen. Well, kind of. They came all the way back. Yeah, price never does what I draw. Just, I've given up. I think maybe 2 times I can think it did something fairly close to what I draw. But the general idea of the levels, it's all about the levels. Not so much about how we get there. I don't know how we're going to get there, but we can figure out some levels that it can get to. How it gets there, I don't care. I just want it to hit those levels. And Fibonacci kind of gives me that edge a lot of times. Okay, zoom out, go by your, yes, there we go. That's nice. Always zoom out. I'll zoom out and adjust, baby. Zoom out and adjust. We've got a chance to bounce. What's about 7.5 cents area, somewhere through there. And we do not want to see this line for any reason break, because that would be bad news. However, a bounce here would be expected because that's usually what it does. And that could lead to good things because it usually leads to good things. The good thing I would be looking for first would be, well, of course, 9.6. Got to work out of that area. But for me, I like to target the 618. It needs to go up there. It may take it a little longer to get there. She may come up to 10.8 and bounce around here for a few whiles, but eventually she'll get there, and that's the one I wait for. You want to go with this 386 area? This little congested area over here to the left. It's a good area. It's not bad. Nothing wrong with that. You get paid earlier than I do. That's how that works. I like this one. I just erased something. What was that? There we go. So what we're looking at, where we are now, which I expect us to come down. I do. I expect 76. Is that 7.6 cents? So coming up to, was this one. Why are you not yellow? 65% gains up there. Possible if we get that. And for this one, 40%. There's a lot more potential, even get higher though. Depending on what you got in mind for this. Still looking possible at 32 cents once we get past this area. AIOZ had a hell of a rally, so did Pendle. I like AIOZ. I'm in both of those. And those are some that I do plan. AIOZ I promoted into here on the stream. I think it was somewhere crazy like low, like between 11 and I can't remember what price it is now though. Let me make sure which one we're talking about. Yeah, I think it was about between 11 and 13 cents. It was through here, I believe. And I saw it and I saw this. I said, I'm FOMOing in. Don't do what I do, but I see this one doing something and I win it. And man, she got all the way up here. Look, measured move. Was that before or after the fact? I can't tell. I'd say since price hasn't actually touched it, it's probably not played out yet. So on the daily swing trade, this is actually where I would have, and I didn't because I've got this one long-term hold. But a daily swing trade, would be the place that you would look to cut it. You draw this line, and then if it breaks out of that, this is where you look to start riding the new trend, and then you can take your trend line and do this. Now you got a new one. A new line in the sand. And if it breaks, we got a stop loss. Do keep in mind, though, that this original trend, wherever a price may meet it, will probably be resistance. But it looks like we may be headed to $1.06 again on AIOZ. That looks nice. That looks like it's about to happen. Do we have AIOZ over on the Unix? Do we have it on spot? Oh, they got it on spot. I need to star that. It's not bad. Even still. Same thing we just had, right? I was looking at getting some IMX. I do like this. I think I'll take just a wee bit of a nibble because I'm a nibbler. It's a small bag. That's a very small bag. This is not a big account. This is just for the Road Dog show here. Look at this, man. Nice turn of events. So don't you think it's kind of crazy? How the sentiment just changes in crypto so much. Hell, am I bullish yet or not? I may not be bullish yet. I should be bullish yet. You did my thing, right? Oh, jeez. I got my charts are just freaking cluttered. I need to find one that I can erase. All right, this was, yeah, I want to erase all you. This was my original thesis, doing this. And this is what I've been saying this is what I've been saying that I've been seeing the possibility of happening for months and months now. And it's been playing out for months and months now. And I think you can still see that. All right. Hell, you forgot what you're doing over here. I was looking at my original. I was looking at my newest thingy thing, and that's not it. Oh, you were doing that. Playing around with some ideas here on Bitcoin. Oh, there you are. There you are. Yes, darling, yes. That's odd. I've seen that. Done that one before. So I've identified a trend. Support, resistance, horizontal, or resistance, support, resistance. The angle's true. The angle's true here. Bounced off it. That's pretty good for me. I'm kind of leaning for this right now. I like it. It's working. And it gives me a line in the sand that I should probably pay attention to. If we ever break below 56, we're probably screwed. I like this, though. It also gives me that. And this is where the 88 number possibly comes in there. Also, if you want to treat this as a freaking bull flag, it might work, it might not. Says roughly around that same area there. Those measure moves, for a bull flag, is not the most reliable. Sometimes when they first start out doing it, but after you get more flags on top of flags, that shortens, and even Elliott wave theory will talk about that, I believe. Which here on the weekly, it looks like Elliott says we're making a 5-way. What the hell, Elliott? How are you figuring this out? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a big ass 4-wave, Elliott. Yeah, I'm not buying it. Sorry, Elliott. I think you bit the boner on that one. So there's some promising signs there in the bigger time frames I like for Bitcoin. I'll especially like this one going up right there. That is cool as hell. You could view this as being the old bear trap. So it appears that we're in the downward channel, going to find some resistance over here, about 69 to 66. It looks like we want to go there quick. Because here on the 1 hour, baby, we're above the 9 moving average, above the, oh, it's looking strong right now. Wow. Go Bitcoin. We're at 67 now? For real, for real. Really close to a trend line. For real, for real. How are we doing over here? Is we up? Is we up? ICP, you suck, man. I'm glad it's only a $2 trade. Anyway, Bitcoin is up there on that one, 33%. Cool. Rune's just getting started. Small trade there. Cool. Up $106 now on this one. A very little tiny amount in there. See if it'll come get it. Close to my trend line. I'm only doing this because I'm at support or close to support. And check on the, man, it's so much different than on my phone. Bitcoin trade here. And gosh darn it, what the hell happened? Trade you? Oh, 32%. I've got 1920 contracts. I still want that. Ooh. See if I can snag another 20. How many contracts? I want 2,000. 80 contracts. That's. See if you come down and get those. Come and get it, baby. You got some room. Just see what I got. Stop losses are in place. We're cool. Just kind of seeing if we can get some more out there. And I like this one. I want to make Bitcoin. I'm doing 15x on that one. Not too bad. see what you guys are talking about. Fish Guru hit 0.039 to 0.05 depending on the exchange at market lows and rallied all the way to 7. It's currently trading on the CMC. What were we talking about? Oh, oh yeah, we're looking at Pendles and AIOs, right? And I hadn't got to Pendle. Yeah, Pendle was doing good. That's one of my bigger bag, or not a bigger bag, but bag I got a moon bag of that too. Mr. Mouse says stay away from KDA. Honestly, I wish I hadn't bought as much as I did. I thought I was, for some reason, I thought I put that in ICP, and I went back and checked, and I'm like, oh crap, I screwed up somehow. But yeah, Kadeena's been lackluster, no doubt about it. Joe! You guys check out Joe. He's got a YouTube channel, and he does excellent teaching on trading and market analysis. Another support resistance and trend line trader. And he's got a knack for just outlaying those fundamental things that you need. You need those fundamentals. You got to get the fundamentals down, and then you can tweak those as you go. But you learn how to do this. Joe teaches it so well, the way to do this. Sam says, you know that both like 68% to the upside and 68% to the downside. Yep. My favorite was the all these triangles. They're a 50-50 pattern, you know. It could break up or down 50-50. Breaks down 80% of the time. I lost my mind when he said that. Or if something's got a 60% chance to break to the upside, but then it's also got a 60% chance to break to the downside. Yeah, just not mathematically there. And I don't know, it's just a little... Either you know something or you're acting like you know something, and the people that do know it, well, they can see that. And if you're, it's never good to act like you know something, or you can play around with ideas, but let people know, I really don't know. I do this with Elliott Wave. I'm not an Elliott Wave trader. I just use the thing. I'll make a comment, suggest, or whatever, but you know, I'm not an Elliott Wave trader, and I'm not going to act like I'm an expert on Elliott Wave. I don't use Elliott Wave. I use the concepts to maybe see if there might be an extra thing I'm missing. You know, I got a place for it, but it's not my way of trading, and I don't claim to be an expert on how it all works. So I don't venture over there and act like oh yeah, but it's just simply this. It's just that. It's just this. Oh, this is all they're doing. Well, I might suspect that, but I can't. It's awful balls me just make that statement. I'd rather speak about things you know, I'm familiar with and know about and experience. This looks cool. Is this on Bitcoin on the 1 hour? For real? For real? Girl. Dang, Bitcoin, you looking hot, baby. Ooh. Honey. I think we gotta do a little something special for bitty Bitcoin. Hey girl, hey shawty. What are you up to, baby? I see you doing some things there now. Ooh, baby, you're looking awful snazzy there. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Yeah, baby. Show you the little dimples here, baby. What you doing to me? You turning me on. You look like you want to make things go up a little bit. Want to see some things rise? Come here, Bitcoin. Come here and sit on my lap for a minute. I see some interesting things going over here, baby, and it's just getting me all excited. I got these green dots popping off here on this 1 hour chart. I got stochastics going upside. It's all full of green. I'm just, ooh. My vibrations are tingling right now, and I ain't even hit the home button. Why are you looking so hot on a Friday night? I mean, I know you all dressed out and going out here to kill, but ooh, you showing off some skin tonight, Bitcoin. This is not characteristic of you on a Friday night. You're usually kind of the homebody. Most time I just see you in curlers and flannel. Here you are decked out, man, like you're getting ready to go and paint the town red tonight. 200 moving average trying to cross over Lucy. You bringing the devil in the details here, but Lucy's kind of a party pooper usually. And you getting ready to bring her on board. You gonna flip her positive. I go positively past her. Not out of the woods yet. I got to see the 666 area get over this 800. That would be a flip of the bigger moving averages for some more momentum to the upside, and we just ain't got that right now. But don't mean that you can't just throw it on us tonight, Bitcoin, because wow, man, we got this little rising wedge pattern heading up here on the hour, and I think maybe she's going to try to come up there and test the top of it. She might even dang near try to break out of it now. If she wants to break out of this trend line here, there could be another big ass move coming. That's hard to imagine right now, but that's what she's saying that she's thinking about doing. And there is a little bit of bearish divergence forming there, but you know, if we're doing the rising wedge and if we're doing a parabolic movement, man, those times I see up to three instances of this on whatever time frame I'm on. And those first two may not play out. Maybe we have to wait to that third little instance of bearish divergence before it finally kicks in and puts us to the downside. So when a strong parabolic move is going, that bearish divergence, I say bullish, that bearish divergence starts going out the window for a few times. Just something I've noticed. And so I add that to my strategy, and now I don't freak out the first time I see bearish divergence when we're starting to do a nice big bullish move here. Girl. Ooh, you looking high. Flip my face back. Need some color correction on that. Not that one. Well, that one's clean. No, it's not. It's the clean one. That's the one I gotta use. Color correction. Let my real face show up and it looks I got rosacea all over my face or something crazy. Looking like a monster. Bitcoin. She looking sexy. Back to our regular scheduled programming. The more you look into Cadena, the more shady it looks. It raises a lot of red flags. Mr. Mouse, I do not doubt you on that. I have heard some things. And the thing is, I've been in it for about way too long. I got to come up with a plan for her. I will be reducing that bag though. Once I get to where I don't think I've actually got my Cadena's not moon bagged yet. I'm still waiting for that opportunity. Yeah. So I will moon bag it and then I'll get my capital out and then thank God I finally put that somewhere else. Damn, bro, I'm blushing. Bitcoin, that hot chick, you regret taking home? I don't ever regret taking Bitcoin home. Bitcoin's always been good to me, whether I realized it or not at the time. I need some more Bitcoin in my life. What you drinking tonight, Bitcoin? Can I get you another? Need to get some pickup lines for Bitcoin. That's looking pretty cool on the 1 hour, man. Ooh, the 15-minute. Now, this is what I got to see. That's what I was talking about. I got to see Lisa do this. I got to see them switch places like this, and then that would be good. So it happened just like, oh yeah, bullish. It's gonna take us to the moon. Might get a little boost, but look, these little macro switches. Sometimes there's a pullback when they happen too. I've noticed. So a little bigger the cross on those moving averages. So, I mean, I say that because the instant you see a cross, you're like, oh, it's going to go bullish. And, well, don't jump out there too soon, especially the bigger the weight the moving average has. They might be saying, hey, man, we are going to go really bullish, but I'm going to give you a discount before we do. Don't miss that discount. There's the discount. All right, well, that's enough for bitty Bitcoin. Pickup line for Bitcoin. We'll talk when you lose weight. Slap. Somebody ain't getting none. Oh, that's funny. See, we got our Tokenmetrics working again. Been having some trouble with this guy. See what the hot trader coins right now. Oh, now you give me all the boring coins. What the hell? Let's see. Let's do the trader grade. Let's get the highest trader grade. And coins I've never heard before. So let's go to an exchange. Let's pick out a couple exchanges that might actually work. Give me too much stuff. MexC is pretty good all rounded, and we still have access to that mostly here in the US right now, for at least about another month. I'm currently off ramping over there as we speak. Where are you, MexC? But I gotta say, man, out of all the futures platforms I've been on, now I like it. It looks cool. It operates really good and everything, but for some reason, I just have problems being profitable over on MexC, whereas I don't have the same amount of problems on other places. Now, I don't know if that says something about me or if it says something about them, but it says something. So we get the same, some of the same ones. So these are some of the hot coins. I got to put CoinEx and MexC trader coins. Web3 Frontier. I'm not familiar with any of these. Sabai, Filmmark, Pac-Moon, Jitto Gover, or Jitto. Okay, Jitto Governance. It's at $4.70. We're liking that one. It's got a trader rate of 87% in there. Octaspace. We've looked at that one before. Trump is doing pretty good. Dog with Hood. Oh, come on. Donald Trump. That ties into the whole Tucker Carlson thing, which is somehow tied to Crypto Banner, right? Arweave is doing awesome. Nosana. Oh, are you finally making it? Nice. Nosana make a comeback. She was looking kind of iffy there for a minute. She was. Where are you now? Yeah, she was down to $3 there, man. We had a measure. What, a measure move? Where'd that come from? Oh, a head and shoulder measure move. Yeah, it didn't hit that. They usually don't. It's usually about 40%, or close about 50% of the way there. And according to Thomas Bukowski, he gives that information. Nice, here, Nosana. Let's do that. Looks like you're heading back up to the $7 area. Let's clear you off here. Get rid of the old data and look at the new. $786 retracement there. We're looking at here. And here. Let me get that one. I do that right. All right. Yes, I did do that right. Came out to 1.272 when I take my fibs from the other direction. That is correct. And right here at this little guy. $593, $597 is what it says on the actual fib. And of course, 786 is always a good little target to look forward to. Nice confirmed double bottom there. Just got to keep above this guy. 386 Fibonacci area if you want to look at it that way. That is now making our neckline, and we need to hold that. Looks like we have no question about it. Looks like we're cool with that idea. Double bottom there, and so ultimately, it was a 786 retracement. And the two main targets that are on my personal radar are these two. These are just some shorter term ones that are suggested. But for me, I'm looking for that 67 to 80% gain out of this. And ultimately, all I'm doing, riding the trend, and if it breaks, it's a good chance to get out and then look for a possible another re-entry at a lower price. Or she may just take off from this trend line and you did not get out too soon at all. So my general rules, stop loss beneath the trend line. Let's let the trend run. That's what we want. Now she may start going up and then come back down and deviate, but as long as we keep that trend line, we're good. And if she starts making another one, if she decides, oh, I'm just going to go up and I'm going to break it and then I'm going to start riding another one, then we'll take our trend line and we'll start tracking the underneath of that one, and that will be our new line in the sand to get out if we decide to go back in. But right now, that looks pretty cool. No Sana, let's do it. Gosh, started having my doubts about that one. I'm glad to see it making a comeback. Wonder how Nosana is doing against BTC. I think we can, yeah, we can do that. So overall, against BTC, not the strongest coin, is it? She's at an area right now that maybe she can make some gains on it. So there's a little bit of hopium. But generally, if you're looking where you're not making any gains on BTC with the new coin or whatever coins are in, you may want to think about, is this one that I seriously want to hold for a long time? Because what it's telling you is that Bitcoin is outperforming your altcoin. And Bitcoin would be your faster horse. That's what this says. So it's my personal opinion, and we don't do it enough here on my channel. I've talked about doing it, but we haven't actually done it. Comparing more things against Bitcoin. Because that's how you really know if you're actually making the really, really worthwhile gains in crypto. You got to track everything against Bitcoin. It tells you how much that your dollar is not worth anymore, and it also tells you how much that your coins are not worth anymore. Fish Guru. Summer. Meme coins, the ugly girlfriend of the crypto space. Note for the future, short streams for Road Dog are 2 hours long. Not that I'm complaining. I've enjoyed. You are correct. I need to get out of here because I still got another live stream to do tonight. So I've done what I was supposed to do tonight on the live stream. I was just doing some live trading. ICP. I knew you looked a little shaky, but a little drawdown on that one. This is just drawdown. I expect drawdown. When it gets too crazy, I got to get out, and that's where I have a problem, to be honest with you. Sometimes that gets to be a problem. So I'll combat that by getting smaller positions when I first start out. The other one really looked really good. Hopefully that one will hold. I'd like to add to that. So we got some initial trades here, then we'll live trades. What I was gonna do, try to take this little bitty account up, and then on the other one, just, I don't know, it's under 5,000 on that account. And I figured, well, there's some other people that are doing live trading about $5,000 account too. So for I'm just going to be completely transparent about mine, not take money out, not put money in. Yeah, they do that. They do that. But and just go over wins and losses and how I screwed up and not screwed up and whatever. What I don't see on some of the morning shows that are popular where they do these things is that you just hear about gains, and if you've been in the whatever special paid group, then you would have had that little extra information, and you would have automatically been up because clearly you would have done everything you're told to do over there in that group, or magically know which chart to actually jump in on somehow that magically happens. I don't know. But you know, if you see an account that's $5,500 and suddenly it's down to $4,700, nobody's mentioned about any lost trades. All you hear is about the gains. Something doesn't add up there. You see it drop down from that to $600. Nothing's mentioned about it. See it pop back up to $5,500 and they put $5,000 back in there. It's crazy what if you pay attention. Yeah, the things don't add up. And I just think you just need to be transparent. Show your profit and loss. There's a button on here that shows profit and loss. You want to see it? This is what your gurus out there are not doing. That's the thing. Where are you? I'm ranting instead of closing. I'm supposed to be shutting up, and I'm not. But let's go over profit and loss on here because I've screwed up. Oh crap, not so that. I'm not trying to do that. How do you do it? There's a way to do it. There should be a way to do it. Come on. Trade history, position history, trade history. How have I done? Position history? That would be the one, right? I've had some losses. I've had some serious losses. Let's take 100 and look at the last 100 trades. How have I done? Because sometimes I suck, sometimes I don't. It is a lot of if I'm paying attention to this, and sometimes the market will screw me up. So I don't know. Let's count the what we got. Let's fill the page here. How many trades we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 transactions, maybe different trades, maybe parts of trades. I don't know. There's profits and what. How many was it? Darn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 20. And out of that 20, I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of 20 that I've lost. So 13 out of 20 that I won. What's real important is that I gained more than I lost. And hopefully, I've made a lot of that up. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go down to the next. Is there another 100? We didn't even count these down here, did we? Oh, there's only this page. So, and then there's more trades down here. So I don't know. That's my wins and my losses over here on CoinEx. Just throwing it out there because, hey, there's a button that lets me do that and be completely transparent about my gains and my losses. And this is what you don't see on freaking YouTube. Enough of. It's always, you should have been paying me money and you would be in gains. Well, yeah, show me. Because I'm not seeing you take those trades that you're saying, you took that trade, you're up. Well, you didn't take it. Oh, you made that call. Did you take it? Well, then it's just hot air. No matter what trade setups I put out here, if they nail it, they hit the target, it doesn't mean a damn thing if I'm not in there making money. It's just numbers on the screen. Whoopee, you're implying the place that price will go to. What are you going to do with that information? Are you going to act on it? Or are you just going to sit here and say, look what I can do? I can tell you what you need to be doing and you can pay me for it. But I'm not going to do it. Hell no. Is that the message? Guys, I'm sorry for the rant. I got to get out of here. I'm sorry. I'm going to come back and do another stream. Looks like it's going to be more toward 10:30. Thanks for hanging out with me. See you in a little bit. And we'll just spend all of our time on altcoins. Degenin. Good night, everybody.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog.
Touche, Mr. Miles. Touche.
I don't need to analyze
Touche, Fish Guru, touche. That's why I went more heavy in Bitcoin this cycle. I didn't do it last cycle. I learned my lesson. Bitcoin is where it's at. And especially this cycle, it may be the hottest coin out there for this run. People don't want to hear that yet. No more TA without me, guys. Come on. Hey, Sam. I'm coming back at 10:30 now. Mr. Miles says 99% of all the altcoins are scams, thousands of good ones, but that's still about 1% of the entire space at this point. That is so true. The first altcoins that came out were nothing but money grabs and experiments, and they still are. At least meme coins are being upfront about it. So many memes now. The money isn't here like it was in the in the stimmy days. All right, see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. See you later, Joe. Appreciate you for hanging out, Joe.